And good morning, everybody. Spin Ventures here live. This is a home vlog, and today we are going to discuss about my YouTube channel and just upcoming events that are going on here in the next few days. So let's get right down to it. First of all, tonight you'll be able to see. Hopefully, I'll have it uploaded tonight. We are going to go to my co-host and I are going to Disney Springs tonight to go to a new, well, it's not new, but I've never been to it, and it's called Gideon's Bakehouse, which has the most delicious coffees and desserts you can imagine. And we'll take a look at all the different menu items and all the different stuff as we get there and as we roll along. But right now, I want to just talk about my YouTube channel and gaining a little bit. Sorry about that. We have the fire department firehouse, literally right across the street from my house, or well, yeah, my house right here. So, anyway, nevertheless, we're going to be discussing about my YouTube channel and just the progression it has come through. And all the different places that I've been and hopefully to go to see. Because I have this bag right here beside me, so you can see right here. Even though it says Georgia on it, a lot of this is not actually Georgia related. It's mostly I got stuff from Tennessee, Florida, of course, a couple things from Georgia, like the visitor's guide and stuff like that. But right now, we're going to go ahead and just take a look at some of the stuff that I have actually been to and what to go to. So the first one is actually a video I've already done about my recent place I lived before I moved here to Florida, to Tampa. And right here it just says, I don't know if you can read that. It says Fayette County right here at the top. It says Fayette County, Tennessee. Now, Fayette County was the town I lived in, or the county I lived in. The town I lived in was Somerville, Tennessee. And I've already lived there. I lived there for 3 years. When we moved from Ohio, we moved back to Tennessee, about just under an hour west of Jackson, and right about 45 minutes from downtown Memphis. So, but it's a small town of Somerville. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew who I was by the 3 years. And just there's the most place I went to was let's see, I was there, the Fayette County Public Library. I got to meet a lot of good friends there. And the first year when we moved there, found out that our house that we lived in was on the National Register of Historic Places. And that got me interested because I'm very much a history buff and I love American history. And I wanted to see what our house was used for or how it was involved. And I found out that it was present, or it was built before the Civil War and actually was active during the Civil War. And that's what got me really interested. And so I ended up going to different places from down in Corinth, Mississippi, which is just across the border, and from Tennessee down to Mississippi. And I also went to Parker's Crossroads, which is right here. I know this is not the best. Parker's Crossroads was just on the other side of Jackson, Tennessee, which is where I grew up. And it was a Civil War battlefield park. I ended up driving around different battlefields, and I ended up with just some brochures. There you go. You can see it says Parker's Crossroads. And it had a driving tour, walking trails, exhibits, and of course the gift shop and the bookstore. But there's just different pictures on here. Parker's Crossroads, Tennessee, and it's I-40 exit 108. Like I said, it's just on the other side of Jackson, not near Nashville, but going towards Nashville. And of course, remembering the Civil War in Tennessee, 150th anniversary of struggle for the Heartland. And so those two, I actually went and visited, and did a video there when I lived in Tennessee. This was, of course, this was when I really started to go with my YouTube channel and really started to get things clicking. And so other things that other places that I actually been to was Beale Street in Memphis. I need to find out who's what is what, and then of course I've never been there. I don't know why I have this one, but I don't know how I got this. But it's of Ellis Island in New England map for some reason. And just some of the, like I said, there's the Statue of Liberty. That would be a great place for me to go to, because it is very much American history. Because the Statue of Liberty is on Ellis Island in New York, just on the outside of New York. And it would, it's right on the, it looks like, as you can see the map here, it looks like it is closer to the state of New Jersey rather than the state of New York, is where the statue is on Ellis Island, and Ellis Island is closer to the border of New York than New Jersey than New York. Another place that I never did get to go to was the Knoxville Zoo. Knoxville Zoo, of course, it's right off of I-40. I-40 runs east to west. And a lot of other places that I actually did go to this place, I believe, yes. This is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I actually stopped here just randomly. And it is a rail park where they actually have real live trains and locomotives that you can actually ride. You can see it's very close. Let's see here. And of course this place is it's right off of 65 South, and you head towards Nashville that way, or if you're going 65 North, that's up towards Louisville and Cincinnati. And this, I love ghost tours, haunted history tours, whatever, but this is, this is a Nashville ghost tour. I've seen on NBC, Fox, PBS, HBO, and A&E on the Travel Channel. So they have actually been to places, and let's see, it says that tours are nightly, 8 and 9, and they just have, it's just a tour of Nashville, the history of Nashville, and very fun, even though I was not able to go to it when I lived in Tennessee. And however, I did actually make a trip. Here's more about the Civil War trails. And there's a bigger map. You can see right here. You got Tennessee, you got North Carolina, West Virginia, and up into Maryland. Washington, D.C., of course, has tons of history. Oh, and here's the map of West Tennessee. All the and there was all the places that are Civil War sites or battles that took place, where all the red stars are. Of course, there are a lot in Tennessee. It is a very much popping place, and of course, here's East Tennessee, up near Knoxville. Knoxville was very much populated. Knoxville, Gatlinburg down here. Yeah, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Chattanooga was also very hopping because of the home of the Chattanooga Choo Choo, which is now converted into a restaurant or a hotel. And of course, it just tells you a lot about the history of the Civil War in Tennessee and the battles that took place. And of course, I've been to a few of those sites. And another place that I had also came across was the Kentucky Railway Museum. Like I said, I'm always into trains. I've liked trains since I was 4 years old. And this was more of it's a lot like the Parrish tenants, in Parrish, Florida, right here. Which is like 10 minutes away, or like 20 minutes driving away from my house. Or about 10, it's about 10 minutes, depends on traffic. But it's a lot like that, and it's got train rides galore. Of course, it's got the holiday themes, like the Haunted Railroad. It's got the Great Train Robbery, the Day Out with Thomas, and it's got, of course, the Santa Express, and the Mystery Theater, and Easter, and Dine by Rail, and it had a lot of stuff. I wasn't there. I was just there to explore the museum. I wasn't there to ride the train that day, but that's how I got notified and was able to explore the place. And now this is actually one of my favorite places. I used to go here all the time when I was little. Casey Jones Railroad Museum, right here. In here, yes, here. The old country store was definitely a step back in time. It's actually a restaurant. It is a bar. It's got a soda fountain in there. It's got just a candy shop, and it's got like I said, a fudgery. It's got that in there. And so it just says, step back in time at the award-winning Brookshaw Old Country Store. Restaurant serves 3 buffet daily, 3 buffet, best salad bar, and homemade desserts. Enjoy the nostalgic gift shop, 1890s ice cream parlor, and fudge shop, Dixie Cafe takeout, dine-in, and all aboard the Casey. And then definitely take a step back in time to learn about the history of Casey Jones, who was a railroad engineer. And he drove the number 382 and died on the number 382 in Vaughn, Mississippi, as he took the turn on a dark and stormy night on April 15th, and did not see that red caboose still on the main line and crashed right into it. He saved all the passengers, but could not save his own life. And then, let's see, there is another, oh, and speaking of Disney Springs, where we're going tonight, where I'm going tonight, there it is, Disney Springs. And, I won't go through any other detail, because it'll basically just ruin the whole video. But this is a map of Disney Springs. Of course, it's got a lot of restaurants, a lot of places. Yeah, a lot of restaurants and shops and places to eat. Well, I could say restaurants. And a few dessert places too. This one is about the pirate cruises, but I won't show you that one because there was another one here. There it is. These two. Okay. First one I want to show you is about the Ringling Brothers Museum. I have actually did a video there. It's in Sarasota, which is about 40 minutes away from here. 30 minutes away. 30 to 40 minutes. Anyway, Ringling Brothers, of course, the Barnum and Bailey Circus, Ringling Brothers Circus performs, and the Ringling Brothers are from Sarasota, and that's where they had their museum. Like I said, I've already done a video on that, and I'll put a link to that in the description down below on the video. But this just talks about what they have there to offer. They got the historic Oslo Theater, and they have the Cod d'Azan, of course the Circus Museum, which is where I went, and the Museum of Art. I don't think I was there. I don't think I went there. And then Education Center, and the Bayfront Gardens. And then here's the map of where it actually is. It's right off of 75 South in Sarasota. And now this place, of course, is Zoo Tampa. I have a membership there now, and I can go whenever I want in for free. And they have, of course, they have rides for the kids in the kids area. They got up close encounter with wildlife, and I did not know that they had a YouTube channel. I will have to get on that and subscribe to their channel too. Anyway, those two I have been to. I don't know why I have two brochures of the Tampa Zoo, but anyway, John's Pass. Now, John's Pass is just a bunch of restaurant shops. Oh, there it is. That's what it looks like. And it's very large. It's actually really nice, especially on a day like today where it's real nice out but not too hot. It'd be a great day to go, but I'm not going there today because I've already got plans for this evening. But I will go. I will go back one of these days and just to walk around and enjoy. So you can see, here's all the list of what they have to offer. That's the whole list. They got dining, they got bars, they got like, of course, shops, gifts, accessories, all that stuff. And it's a really neat place. John's Pass. And I'll put a link again in the description down below. Now here, a while back, when I lived in Tennessee, a couple of my coworkers and I had actually saved up for a trip to go to Atlanta because we wanted to go to Atlanta and tour Atlanta. Just a little mini vacation, weekend getaway, and we all saved up the money to go. And I drove, we went to, my favorite place out of all of them is the College Football Hall of Fame. And I probably could have spent all day in there, to be honest. Nevertheless, I spent a good 4 hours in there. And anyway, so this is the Atlanta guide. Welcome to Atlanta, and they just have, oh, here's the map. This is downtown Atlanta, and we went to all sorts of places. Of course, down in here you have the grid, or the legend. You have the legends, what they call it, legends map, and they got the College Football Hall of Fame on here somewhere, I think. Yeah, Georgia Tech. They got Georgia Tech on here. Maybe they don't have it on here for some reason. But it is there. I know they had it in, I know they had it with the, oh yeah, the sports. Of course it'd be in sports. Well, that's mostly the, but it's in here. It's the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. Chick-fil-A sponsors college football, which I like, and it's also a good restaurant. So we ended up having a great time. We went all kinds of different places. Of course, here, this place actually, not this. This Gatorland. I went to Gatorland last year, and it was a lot of fun. I actually wrestled alligators, and I wrestled, oh yeah, and fed alligators too. So did that, and I did do videos there, and I'll link to all those videos in the description down below. So, we finish up here. And then, last but not least, last but not least, I did go to the Florida History Museum in Tallahassee, and I have no idea why I cannot find that for some reason. Well, there's SeaWorld. There's the Gatorland. But anyway, so that's that. And of course, Disney. You guys already know, right, about Disney. I bet a lot of you know what Disney is or have been to the parks. So, anyway, I'll put all the videos, those are just some of the places that I've been and talked about, toured, and everything else. So, thank you guys for watching so much. Really appreciate it. Definitely subscribe to my channel at Spin Adventures. Turn on the notification bell and leave comments. Any suggestions of new places that I could go visit whenever I get the chance to. I will be sure to comment back and let you guys know. Until next time, see you on the next Spin Adventure.